Hi there. Would you like to take a journey with me? I'd like to take you through a journey of what I've been reminded of over the last few hours. Now, the first thing that I've been reminded of is that Christopher Nolan is a fantastic director. I've been reminded of that because it's been a while since we've seen a Christopher Nolan directed movie. The last one, of course, being The Dark Knight Rises. But it should come as no surprise that he's fantastic, because this is the same guy that did Inception, Insomnia, his breakout hit, Memento, and as I mentioned, reimagined how we look at superhero movies with the Dark Knight trilogy. I was reminded tonight that Christopher Nolan gets the best out of his cast. We've seen this with all of his movies, but especially in his latest movie, Interstellar, we see this with such a fantastic cast that includes Matthew McConaughey as our lead actor, as well as fantastic performances by Anne Hathaway, Michael Caine, Jessica Chastain, and Casey Affleck, to name a few. I was reminded tonight of how important score is in a movie. Yes, the music. Hans Zimmer fantastically scored this movie. I was reminded of how beautiful scenery can be with the amazing cinematography that's part of Interstellar. Some of the images that are put on the screen are some of the best I've seen in a long time. And I take my hat off to the cinematography department. Now, you're probably sitting there and saying, okay, Keith, this sounds really nice, but tell us about this Interstellar. What's it all about? Well, I can't. And the reason that I can't is because I went into this movie knowing very little about it. And as the movie unfolded and I saw what it was about, I really enjoyed it. And I don't want to say too much that's going to give anything away, so I will say this. What you need to know going in to see Interstellar. In addition to what I've already told you, you should know that the movie is 3 hours. That really shouldn't be a downer. It just lets you know that you might want to go before you see the movie. And for the most part, it doesn't feel like it's a 3-hour movie until perhaps towards the end, where, in my opinion, there were some aspects of the movie that dragged on a little bit. You should also know that the way that the movie ended, I can't necessarily say overly satisfied me. But it didn't dissatisfy me to the point where I'm saying don't go and see this movie. I will say that if you're going to go see Interstellar, you must, absolute must, underline, exclamation point, must see it in IMAX. Now, I know that IMAX obviously is more expensive. I'm not trying to drain your entertainment budget. But if you want to get the full effect of this movie, which includes the beautiful cinematography, the fantastic sound, and these great performances, you really want it on the IMAX screen. Now listen, after Avatar came out, everything turned into be 3D. Every single movie was 3D. It was like Step Up 3D. We're re-releasing Dude, Where's My Car on 3D. It was too much. But I'll tell you, when it comes to this movie on IMAX, it makes perfect sense. The movie was filmed in IMAX. It deserves to be seen in IMAX. And with all due respect to those non-IMAX theaters, I don't think you get the full effect of this movie if you're not seeing it in IMAX. The other thing you need to know is that if you've heard some of the comments about this movie, they've ranged from this is the worst Christopher Nolan movie that's ever been made to this is the greatest science fiction movie that's ever been made. I will tell you that I disagree with both points. It's definitely not the worst Christopher Nolan movie that's ever been made. I certainly don't think it's the best. In my humble opinion, the best Christopher Nolan movie would be Inception. And in terms of it being the best science fiction movie ever made, no. I'll say it's a lot better than Gravity that we saw last year, and it does so many different things that you would expect from Christopher Nolan that'll get you talking about the movie after it's done. I definitely recommend that you go and check out Interstellar, and to that end, I'm giving it a B+. Again, an ending that perhaps, in my opinion, dragged on a little too long, and an ending that was put together a little too quickly, didn't leave me thinking that this was an A-type movie. But I really enjoyed it. I definitely think come Oscar season you're going to be hearing something about the score and the cinematography, if not for other awards as well. If you have a chance to see Interstellar, and I'm hoping you do, I'd love to hear what you think about it. How can you reach me? I'm glad you asked. Twitter at CFL_fan, Facebook.com/WittyWhittier, and WittyWhittier.com. If you get a chance to see this movie, feel free to drop me a line and tell me what you think. Thanks so much for checking out this vlog, and I'll see you at the movies.